There are plenty of characters in Duet Night Abyss, and the reality of it is that some of them are not built equally. So in today's video, we're going to break down the absolute best characters in the game. I'm sure a lot of you out there have been asking yourselves, which units are worth investing on? Which units give you the most bang for your buck, and which characters are going to take you the furthest in the game? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the absolute best units currently available in the game, and the ones that are absolutely the best for all kinds of modes. The ones that are going to carry you through absolutely everything. With that said though, I do want to clarify something. The best character in the game is the one you enjoy playing the most. The one that when you're gaming brings you the most joy and the most fun. That is pretty damn obvious. I want to clarify that before we go into the actual characters, the meat and potatoes of the video, and I tell you why these units are so freaking good. With that said, let's hop right onto the video. Let's move on over to the characters, kicking things off with currently the most absolutely busted character in the game, my wife, Lady Niffle. She is an absolute monster of a unit, and the reason this character is so good is because she has so much variety, diversity, and utility in her kit. You're going to be dealing her damage through skill damage, through her skills, but the fact is that you can deal damage with her weapons through the skill damage. You're not dealing damage with the weapons, but you do take advantage of the weapon to deal her damage, meaning that if we go over to her skills and we actually take a look at this skill right here, you're going to be able to burst enemies incredibly good with this damage and this range that you see right here. But if you pair her up with a weapon like a bow or a gun, she's going to be able to deal damage the same way you see right here through said weapon, because her skills are going to be able to be procced through the weapon, right? This is going to give her so much potential to deal insane burst damage at close range, is going to give her insane potential to cover a lot of ground. She's going to be able to take out hordes of enemies without any problem whatsoever. Her damage is absolutely insane, and she's overall a monster of a character for literally everything. Whether you're doing wave content, whether you're bossing, whether you're doing specific types of missions, she's just currently the strongest, probably most broken character in the game. Broken is a loose word. I don't think she's broken. I just think she's very well done. Very strong. And ideally, these are some of the stats you want to go for her. If you want to get a look at her build, I just dropped a video for an i6 build on this character, and I have another video for a basic build on the unit where you can check out exactly what she does, how I have her build, how her weapons are built, and exactly what she brings to the table. But Lady Niffle is one of the best investments you can do in the game right now. Moving on over to Rebecca. Damn, I see good reasons, 2 good reasons why you should be building this character. Those are the fact that she's very easy to get. You get her pretty much at the start of the game, right? So you're going to have access to this character very early on, allowing you to start investing your mats into her relatively quick. And the second reason is the fact that, in my opinion, she is the best character for farming in the game. There are going to be other units for very specific missions, like maybe a rhythm for a capture, but overall, most content you will absolutely be able to demolish with Rebecca as your farming unit, be it AFK farming or actual active farming or even an AI support companion. She is an incredibly chill unit to use, incredibly great farmer, dare I say the best farmer in the game, and she's just so versatile. She's easy to build. I've been using the same build on my Rebecca that I've had since I was like level 50, and she still just absolutely demolishes all kinds of content. She's super good. You're going to build her around skill damage. You want her to have some good skill range. You can build her with duration. And the thing about her that makes her so good are these jellyfish. She's pretty much going to summon these jellyfish, and they're going to work like a turret. They're going to beat every now and then, like they're going to thump, as I like to call them, and they're going to deal damage to everything in that area. You can stack them up. If you get her some introns, as you can see, I only have her at intron 2. When you compare her to some of the other damage dealing characters on this list, she's only at intron 2, and she's able to compete with those other characters. Even though other characters like Lady Niffle and the upcoming character we're going to talk about is max duped, I still use Rebecca when it comes to farming. She's just incredibly comfortable, super easy to build. I have her built on the first ever polearm that we got. I have her running on the Vernal Jade Halberd, and she's super nice because it just gives you nice attack speed, as you can see right here. So she's a very comfortable unit to build, very strong, and she's going to get you through pretty much all kinds of farming. So if you're looking for a unit to farm your content, farm your materials, defense, excavation, whatever it may be, you cannot make a mistake by going with Rebecca. The next character we're going to talk about is going to be Lyn. And I gotta tell you, Lyn is an absolutely strong unit. She is another very, very strong unit that is going to be able to deal a lot of damage very, very easy. Her kit is super, super basic. You're just going to apply your laceration, and then you're going to click your ultimate, and you're going to go into breakdance mode and just literally begin auto-targeting and blasting everything away. Insane damage, super, super strong, easy to use, and the next really good thing about this character is the fact that she's currently one of the units that you can use to clear theater mode, right? This might change depending on when you're watching this video, but even without that, she's still a very strong character. She's in there with the likes of Lady Niffle. She's able to be used as a farming unit like Rebecca, a little bit more active, but nonetheless, very, very strong, hands down. Probably the second strongest DPS character in the game. Incredibly good. Covers a lot of range. That's another thing. Not only is she good at dealing boss damage when you equip the right demon wedges, but she's also very good at just delivering damage to a whole bunch of people. So those are the three characters that I think that you could start the game with, that you could choose to invest on, and you will not be making a mistake in any sort of way. These three characters, Lyn, Rebecca, and Lady Nipple, will clear absolutely all content without even breaking a sweat. Incredibly easy, incredibly strong. Moving on over from the waifus, the full-size baddies, we gotta talk about the support units in this game, and the first one I want to talk about is going to be Truffle and Filbert. You get this character for free, instantly work on this unit, level it up, put some demon wedges on it, level up the skills, because Truffle and Filbert is a character that you're going to be using on most of your teams. An absolutely amazing character. She works really well, and she's very, very easy to build. I still have her on the most budget build that I had, that I just kind of put together, and it absolutely works. What makes her so good is this skill right here that is going to not only heal your team, but it's also going to give you a massive damage boost. This is a massive damage boost right here, and it has a very good duration on it. So for all this time, you're getting this massive boost, and this will only continue to go up as I level up this skill, which overall is one of the biggest damage boosts in the game that will absolutely increase your damage. I pretty much can rock this character with literally any of the other characters I just mentioned. You can pair her up with Niffle, you can pair her up with Rebecca, you can pair her up with Lyn, and she's just going to be that good. And many other characters, because she's just that good of a supporting unit. Moving on from here, we're going to have a unit that is actually quite underrated. Not a lot of people talk about her, but if you know, you know. And that is none other than Tabitha. Tabitha is a very, very good character in my opinion. I think she's one of the most, like I said, underrated characters. Not a lot of people talk about this unit, and she's very, very good. Once again, another unit that's very easy to build, and she brings a lot to the table. When we take a look at this skill right here, it's pretty damn good. It's going to boost yourself and allies' skill damage. So when we look right here, you're going to have a very nice skill damage boost of 44%, and that's only right now. It's only going to go higher, and you can make this last quite a bit. So 44% is a massive skill boost that only gets higher once you get this little passive over here, and gives you another 8%. So overall, a very strong unit. On top of that, if we look at her introns, some of these are pretty damn nice. They work relatively well with the way she plays, and the way she plays is going to be very nice for like keeping areas, AoE, and overall helping you hold down the line, as you can see right here with these tentacles. So she's a very good character for that. And if we bring into account her signature weapon, which is kind of catered specifically to her, you add even more buffs into the mix. Trigger probability up plus 75%, and when a Hydro character triggers a bonus effect with this weapon, Other allies gain 33% attack for 6 seconds. She is pretty much the only Hydro character that you want running this, because Rebecca's going to be running something completely different. So the fact that it has a Hydro character triggering this pretty much gives her the only weapon that's going to be able to do that. And she's going to give you an attack increase. And on top of that, she's going to give you a skill damage increase, or a skill boost increase right over here, which is pretty damn nice. Moving on over from this character, the next character I want to talk about is going to be Daphne. Daphne is an absolutely great unit. She's going to be your healer, buffer, supporter that's also offering a whole load. As we can see right here, she's going to be able to heal you, which is pretty damn good. But if we move over to the buff, not only is she going to be able to heal herself and allies, but she's also going to be able to apply Purification Formula, which gains bonus anemo damage, which you might not understand, but pretty much she's going to make it so you can also proc them bonus anemos damage. So sometimes she's paired up with characters like Lynn, for example, and you'll see Lynn going brazy with this right here. On top of that, is going to decrease the attack and deal periodic anemo damage to targets affected by this effect, which is really, really good. On top of that, we're moving over here to what she does with this right here skill, which is also very nice. And here, she's also going to increase the crit chance for herself and allies by a massive 40%. I just want to know this is multiplicative. I want you guys to know that. This is multiplicative, not additive. Meaning if your character has, for example, 10% crit chance, he's not going to have 50% crit chance. He's going to have 40% of that 10%. I just want you guys to know that is multiplicative, not additive. It's very important that you guys know that, because a lot of people don't know that. Now, if we look at her intro, something like the intro 1 is also going to be very nice, which is going to give herself and allies a 10% damage stealth bonus, which once again just makes her even better. I'm not going too deep into the introns all the way down to the 6th, because I don't think it's necessary. You guys get the drift. If they're strong now, if you get them duped up, they're going to be even better. Now, we're pretty much at the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the main characters that I believe that if you invest right as you start the game, you will be absolutely cooking. I said it at the beginning of the video. I'm going to say it again, because I know there's going to be someone in the comments that's going to say, how dare you? You're a trash YouTuber. How dare you not mention my glorious king and baby daddy Randy? You're just a piece of trash. You don't even know what you're talking about. The best character in the game is Outsider. I know that's going to happen. And I just want to let you know there are plenty of other very strong characters. Leveling up the MC is an absolutely great option, and I do think you should do it. He is the main character. You start off with it, and the MC overall is a very, very solid option. The reason I didn't add it into the list is because you kind of already get the unit right away, so you could choose whether you want to build them or not. This was more into what other units you can invest into outside of the obvious MC, right? Another character that you get for free by playing the Mystic Maze is going to be Liz Bell. And while Liz Bell is an absolute powerhouse that demolishes bosses, she kind of lacks the range and, the AoE that a lot of the other characters I mentioned are. And even though you will be clearing absolutely everything with Liz Bell, the other characters will do that a little bit easier, right? Psyche, another amazing character, but for this you gotta clear certain parts of the theater mode, which you'll eventually do when you'll build this character, because she's also very good, right? Fantasio, another very good character that you'll eventually get once you start farming him at level 60, or you buy him, and he's also very good. But once again, you gotta get kind of deep into the game to farm him, so I didn't bring it up. Long story short, you guys get the drift. There's a lot of great characters, but this video ideally is about which characters are the absolute best. With that said though, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of the video in the comment section below, and let me know what other videos you want me to make. For now, have a great day, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.